Hey party people, I am Shelly, and a lot of you guys know me from my cooking videos, which I don't make anymore, because we got a little chubby there in 2020, and so I quit cooking so much glorious, yummy food. But I was just doing that because I was trying to figure out, my thing. Well, my thing has always been the same thing, but I like to pretend that it's not, and like, oh, I'm looking for my thing when, your thing's in front of you all the time. My thing is reselling. I love reselling. I've always loved reselling. Oh, it's so much fun. So I started out doing furniture, and I was painting and flipping tons of furniture, and I loved it, and I was good at it. But it's a lot of work. You have to go get it, and then you have to sand it and scrape it and scrub it and rub it and schlub it and paint it, and it ain't it. Okay, so by the time you work your arm off, your shoulder off, you make $100 off of something that took you weeks to finish. So I stopped doing that, and I kind of went back and forth to having a spot in a little retail store. It's actually not a little retail store now. It's a big retail store now downtown. That's just it's all consignment, vintage, vintiques, if you will. And yeah, so I have had a spot on again, off again. One of my best friends is the owner down there. It's Doilies to Doorknobs, downtown Stanwood. Go check it out. It's amazing. But I'm always like, I think I want a spot. I think I'm not going to have a spot again. I think I need a spot. I think I'm really busy and I shouldn't have a spot. So that's kind of how that goes. But so 2021, like late springtime, I went to a garage sale. I was walking around the lake here, and I went to a garage sale, and I stopped. And I bought so much stuff that I had to finish my walk and go home and pick up my car and go back and get it. And just the things like Christmas ornaments for 10 cents a piece. I went, oh my gosh, these are so cool. And I didn't even know that vintage Christmas ornaments were a thing and people were into that. I just knew that these were cool and somebody was going to want them. So I started picking them up. Started picking the stuff up, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do eBay. I'm going to do it this time. And thankfully, and it's a side story. A few years back, I had wanted to do eBay. I'd started eBay, and then the first thing I shipped out, it broke on the way there, and I felt so dumb that I took all my stuff down and I just didn't do anything anymore from then on with it. So I've had this eBay account for all these years now that I wasn't using. So thankfully for me, when I started, I was able to list basically as many things as I wanted to. But okay, so 6 months, I have, I think, 775-ish listings. I'm pretty busy. I have a 4-year-old who is spicy as all get up. She's my hard one. And so I am trying really hard to balance that. I'm not trying to go full bore eBay. I want to make some side money. I want to make, I want to feel like I'm contributing. Yeah, that sort of thing. But yet I also am not trying to turn this into a full-time gig right now until she's a little bit older. So right now she's my focus, but I have learned a ton, and I am still making very good money doing this. Just a couple of hours a day, a couple hours a week. So things that I wish that I had known though when I first started was, the first one was how to properly look up items. You go to a thrift store. Oh, I love this. I hate this. I don't love it. It's funny, like not funny, haha, like funny, ironic. So basically I hate it. You'll have a piece of paper where they printed off the eBay listing, and it says, these are going for $100.49 on eBay right now, and so they say, okay, so we want $100 for it. This is a thrift store, Miriam. put it down, you're not going to get $100 for it. Middle of Podunk, Arlington, trying to get $100. No, that's not how this works. So I used to do that too. I used to look at the listings and I would go, oh, look, there's all these people that have listed all these for $100. So they must be worth $100. I've got to get it. I've got to get it. So what you need to do, you go in, you search for your item. Search Wrangler jeans, and all your Wrangler jeans pop up. And then you go to the filter, okay? You filter and you go down to more and you go to the sold. You toggle on the sold, right? And then look at those ones. And that's going to tell you all of the ones that have actually sold. Now, I can list this piece of paper for $30,000 and the right buyer may come around and buy it, or it's just going to sit there because it's not freaking worth $30,000. But I can look in the solds and see how much these pieces of paper just like that actually sold for recently. So yeah, how much other people are listing the item for is not how much it's worth. How much, I do base my prices off of how much people are listing theirs for, also along with how much they've sold for. And I do tend to price my stuff high. Sometimes. We'll get into that later. Okay, so custom SKU. When you're in and you're making your listing, or making your, this is how I make my listings, by the way. I do it all on my cell phone. A little teeny tiny bit on my MacBook, but mostly on my phone. So when you're making your listings and you go into the part where it wants to know like the specifics, you know, like the size and the color, and it wants you to fill in the bubbles type thing. If you go all the way down to the bottom of that, and I click into that and I go all the way down to the bottom, it'll go custom SKU. And you put in where you have put this item. And you could say it's up Susan next door's ass, and the buyer is never going to be able to see that. So just know, you can put whatever you want in there. They're not going to see it. So you can put in there where it's located in your facility. And you can put on there how much you paid for it originally. So that's helpful when somebody comes at you with, when you've had it for a couple of months and somebody comes at you with this offer and you go, wow, that's really low. And you go, oh, I paid 25 cents for it. Yeah, 25 bucks. Go ahead. I don't care. Take it. Get it out of here. So that being said, this one is, sounds so official. This kind of goes along with the last one. So I have these boxes. These are, this one has a lid. I don't know where the lid is. I have to show you this cute couple, this picture that I found. See that? Oh, they're so cute. They're like, we're 29. Anyways, so I have these boxes. They're all numbered and they're all in a row on shelves. So I know if it says in the custom SKU 9, I go to box 9, I pull it out. I can fit a ton more stuff on the shelves. It doesn't get dirty. It's all organized. It's all clean. That is, for me, the way to do it. And I know a lot of people are doing it that way also. I ordered these boxes on maybe eBay, maybe Amazon. I don't remember. They come in all different sizes, so make sure to measure them to make sure that they're going to fit in the spot that you need to put them in. Here's my list. Okay, no, that's not. That's I circled it, but we're not going to talk about that. That's another video. Okay, so I used to buy a lot of cheap items, and I would buy a lot of like, oh my gosh, I could make a little bit of money off that. Oh my gosh, I could make a little bit of money off that. Start setting your standards higher. It is going to take you 15 minutes by the time you buy that thing and drive home, and and then another 15 minutes to list it. So you're in at 30 minutes. Don't list things that are going to be super cheap unless, okay, I got this giant box of Christmas ornaments that I list for $9.99. They are my bread and butter. They go out all day long like this, like this, like this. They were easy to list because they're all the same. And I just, okay? $9.99 all day long. I made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of them. $9.99 all day long. I made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of them. 100s and 100s and 100s of dollars off of them. 9.99 all day long. I made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of them. 9.99 all day long. I made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of them. What I'm talking about is your one-off items that you have to take a picture of. You got to find a spot for it, and and then you got to figure it out. You got to figure out how much it's gonna be worth, and all. Is it gonna be? Is it worth $10? Is it worth driving it down to the post office for $10? Because I'm guessing it's probably not. And at first, I bought a lot of $10 items, and then I realized the life was just too freaking short. So now, and like I said, those ornaments, I will do those ornaments until the cows come home. I've made so much money off of them. They were so easy to list. Another one, hear that chirping, that's one of my kids' Christmas ornaments, and it's hidden somewhere and I can't find it, and it chirps like every 7 to 15 minutes, so you never know where it is. It's like a gag gift. I bought it. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Anyways, buy things that you're gonna make $30 off of. Make $30 off of. By the time you've shipped it, by the time you've packaged it, like $30. Make 30 bucks off of it. Heck, 50 bucks, 60 bucks. Elevate it so that every time you get a sale, it's worth it to go out and package it up. Another thing that goes along with that is that if you have the only one that you can find on the internet and you love it, I mean, it is like, oh it's everything, right? It is everything. Now, that's your brand. Those items that you think they were put on this earth to complete you, that's your brand, okay? People that shop your stuff because they like your style and they're into the same type of style you are. And so those big ones that you're like, this is everything. Other people are going to feel like that about it too. Price, and if there's not a bunch out there, price yours up. Price it up, because if you love it that much, somebody else is going to be loving it that much. And if it's something that you're like on the cusp of like, man, I really want to keep this. I really love this so much that I need to keep this. If you price it really high and then it sells, you don't feel so bad when it sells. I do that down at the store, and it's amazing sometimes what things will sell for. Okay, photo background remover. I started out using Bizart, and that one kind of sucks. Hear it? That thing just went off again. Kids are making me crazy. Sorry. So on the way that I have this turned, I have to look over here. But I usually look right here, and it's throwing me off. I keep trying to look at myself. You're so pretty. But y'all are over here. So I actually put a piece of not scotch tape, painter's tape over myself, and then I put a picture of my husband as a kid, because it was just the only picture I could find around here real quick to be like, look at me, look over here, because I'm trying to get back into making videos again, and it's hard when you haven't done it well. I got all nervous and flustery. I don't know where to look or what to do with my hands. Okay, photo background remover. I use Bizart. I don't like that one. It was expensive. Don't use, okay, or do use that one. Lots of people love it. It's very easy to use, but I started using a different one that I now love, that I feel like it works better. Plus it works better for eBay because you can do things in batches, okay? So if I take 10 pictures of an item, I can load all 10 pictures into this new program. I don't know what it's called. I'll put a link in the description, okay? I'm not gonna be a jerk. But I have a thing on my lip. Okay, anywho. Train of thought just left without me. Okay, you can take 10 pictures for eBay. You can put all 10 pictures in there, and it takes the background off of all 10 at one time. Where Bizart, you could only do one picture at a time, and it took for flicking ever. Also, a lot of times it couldn't decipher which was the background and which was the item. So this new program, it's not cheap. I mean, it's worth every freaking penny. I paid for a yearly subscription of it, but worth it. Okay, so I can take a picture right here of the item, okay, and then just put this background remover in there, and it's just pure white background, perfect, amazing. Get a background remover, okay, unless you have perfect photography equipment, which I do not, because that is expensive. I just got this ring light though. just for you guys. Anyways, I don't have any photography equipment. I take pictures on my phone. I did upgrade my phone to take, so it would take better pictures. I don't really think it does, but they said it would. Lies. Oh, lies. Anywho, get a photo background remover. They are so worth it. So worth it. Last but not least, get what you need to make shipping easy. Start as you would like to go on. Get everything you need to make shipping easy. Make shipping simple, because we all hate shipping. It goes cha-ching and we're like, oh, I gotta ship it. Especially if you do a lot of one-off items and your items aren't all exactly the same. Like if I had all t-shirts, I would be like, boop, 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 boop. Bye, love you. Have fun at your new home. I can't do that. I have like a plate and a sock and not really, and a tube of peanut butter. Not really either. But so I have to find different boxes to fit these things and make sure that ask everyone you know in the beginning, can I have your Amazon boxes? Please. Walmart boxes will work. Any boxes, any poly mailers, the bubble bag mailers things, you can ship in anything. You can put something in there, fold it over and tape it, put a new label on it. Bye. So ask everybody you know, reuse their bubble wrap, reuse, excuse me, their packing peanuts, all this stuff. If you have a Facebook, which you know, most of us do, I actually got rid of mine in 2020 and I just got one back that I don't have any friends. So if we're not friends on there anymore, it's not you, it's really legitimately me. I just use it to do buying and selling on, but if you have a Facebook, you can get on your local Buy Nothing. Okay, so I have Stanwood Buy Nothing, or Marysville Buy Nothing, or Granite Falls Buy Nothing. Get on your local, you can only be on one, and you can ask for things on there. And so oftentimes I'll get on there and say, hey, I'm on the hunt for boxes, I can come pick them up today, and people will leave outrageous amount of boxes and packaging material in their driveway for me. Order on Amazon or eBay, you can order poly mailers. I had all of these Louis L'Amour books that they all fit perfectly in these mailers, and so people would buy one of them and I would just pop it in, throw it out. Done. I wasn't like looking, okay, I need a box, but like not too big of a box because I don't want to have to stuff all this stuff. Nothing over there. Okay, over there. So, and we will get more into shipping. Well, I'm gonna make a lot of videos. I got some stuff to say, okay? But get the stuff you need. It's really important. You get whatever you need to make shipping easy, and set up an area for yourself and just get a tape gun, an actual tape gun. Do it. Okay. I'll see you guys later. That's it for my 5-ish tips. I mean, there was like 6 tips, but 2 of them were rolled into other 2, so we'll just say 5. Have a nice day.